up with it there. Hi, everybody, if you can see us.
Hello.
And we are live now.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Look who I've got with me is Kristen Louise from 9 Worlds Intuitive Tarot.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited, nervous and excited. I'm always nervous, though. So.
You don't have to be nervous with me. You do great.
So thank you.
I'm the one that stumbles over my words. So
I do that too. Good. I do that too. Yeah. And squirrel out, like ramble. Yeah, I do that.
Well, I want to say hi to everyone. If you're watching on replay, thank you for being here. And please hit the like and subscribe. If you are in the chat, please hit the like button. And also, Kristen's information is down below. If you could go over and make sure that you're subscribed to her, I'd appreciate that. So do that for me and then come back if you want. And make sure you give her a subscription. So she is awesome. And I wanted to ask you, because I didn't get a chance to ask you before, 9 Worlds Intuitive Tarot. What does that mean?
That is from Norse cosmology. In Norse mythology, the cosmos are broken up into 9 worlds. So there's like Asgard and Midgard and Helheim and Muspelheim and Niflheim and and all these heims. So yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of like Game of Thrones-ish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he took some of the mythology, Norse mythology, like the Scandinavian feel. Like I think one of the people groups in Game of Thrones was based on Vikings. I'm pretty sure
they are. Yeah, the Northerners. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Let's see who is here. Got that Jackie Jacaranda following us around. So I'm glad. And hi, Brina. Hello. And Christine is here. Hey, Christine.
Hello.
Says hi, Kristen. And Ziva is here. Hi, Ziva. I hope I'm getting your name right. And Kathy. Hey, Kathy. And Crystal Ray. Hi, Crystal Ray. And Lori from Texas is here. And let's see. That's it. What we got right now. Okay. Kathy, I got your question. Thank you. And I'll go over the questions in just a minute. It's normal for you guys who are regular subscribers. For entertainment purposes only, free readings are done in random order. However, if you do a donation through PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Sticker of $3 or more US dollars, then we will put you to the front of the line and you'll get a little bit of extra, more detailed reading. Hey, please use caps and emojis for me so that I can see, or I will be blind and miss your question. So please do that. And no political, legal, health, or third party, please. And thank you all for being here. All right. And Garnet's here. Hi, Garnet.
Hi.
All right. So feel free to put your questions in and we'll get started. Jackie says hi to the lovely lurkers too. Yes.
So Garnet is in the mountains of Wales right now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. Thanks for stopping in, Garnet. Right. We'll get started in just a second here. Crystal, I got your question. Is there anything else that you wanted to update us on or Anything you can think of, Kristen?
I'm gonna be on. I can't remember the name of his channel now. It's like Wild Raven Tarot. Bobby. I'm gonna be on his channel, and I don't remember exactly when. I should have gotten that information, but I don't remember when. But I will be on his channel sometime soon. So if you follow Bobby, yeah, come check us out. That'll be a fun time. And just trying to get my tarot business off the ground, and really that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, it is Wild Raven, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, hi Listenal.
Hi.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with Kathy.
Okay.
Lori, I got your question. Thank you. A love reading. Okay.
Now, Kathy, are you in a relationship at the moment with anyone?
Kathy is single. I'm 99% sure, but I probably should let her put that in there just in case. No, you're not single?
Oh.
I thought she was. Okay, clarify for us, Kathy, if you're in a relationship or married. Sorry about that I got that wrong.
Oh, no, not with anyone.
Oh, okay. All right. And I forgot to ask you, do you want to go first, second? It's totally up to you.
I prefer second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can do that. Thinking me here. Brina, I got your question. Thank you. Well, it's interesting. The cards that I got for you, Kathy, they're all pentacles. Oh, wow. So interesting to get that with a love reading. I'm going to try to interpret it as a love reading. May take me a minute. You got the Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles. This is your hard work paying off. So for me, your hard work would be self-love and self-care, taking care of yourself. So that would be the hard work, and it's paying off because it looks like someone new might be coming in for you. Okay. That's what I got there. And then you got the Five of Earth, and this is, it can be lack, worry, or needing assistance. For me, I see that you have somebody coming in, the door's there, and you're actually looking and you're able to see it. So just remember this when you're feeling lonely, that you have the angels there, and you have, I believe you have other people behind that door that are there for you. So I believe you can have more than one soulmate, one twin flame, more than that. So, don't base past decisions that you made through relationships and think that that's the best that can be. No, you still can have even better. So have that. And then you got the Page of Earth, the Page of Pentacles, same thing there. And this is manifesting. So, and being prepared, cheerful, manifest what you want. Write down the characteristics of the person that you want. And I think that they will come in for you. I've got beware, be careful who you trust at this time. right? So a little bit of a warning there. I wouldn't take it too seriously. Just be cautious. You do want to make sure that who you tell things to is people that you know that you can trust. Okay, so be careful who you do trust, is what it's saying. And then, interesting, you got the business card. And you got all pentacles. So that makes me think that there's something maybe going on with your work. I don't know if you're working or retired, but it would be positive, very positive with your jobs, or maybe a um, side business that you have, or you're thinking about getting one. This could be a good indication that that would be really good for you. So that's what I've got. And I'm sure Kristen's got more here.
Yeah. So the first card I got is the Three of Swords, and this is a card of heartbreak. And so I'm seeing this as sort of, the heaviness of wanting and longing for a partner or partners in your life, and not having one. And it could be a very lonely place to be. And I think this is just speaking to that emotional state, of wanting a partner but not having one. And that could be difficult. It could be a difficult feeling to have. The next card you got is the Hanged Man, and this is a card of pausing, thinking, and trying to see things from a different perspective. It's a careful card. It's about analysis. It's about perspective, and it's about looking at a situation with an analytical lens. So not just going whole hog with your emotions, having your emotions guide everything. This is an analytical card, and trying to analyze yourself and the situation, and really open your eyes to what reality actually is, what opportunities are out there for you. And then the next card is the Chariot card, and this is a go for it card. This is an action card. So I think what this card is saying is that you need to take creative action. So I don't know what you've been doing to try to find a partner in your life. I don't know if you've joined groups or clubs, organizations, volunteer work. I don't know any of that stuff, but I think this card is saying to creatively think of outlets like that. You find people, you want a friend. So, and you want someone you have things in common with. So you go out and do the things that bring you joy and that are in collective. You do things with other people. And that's a way to find people who ring true to you, who will be able to bond with you. So this is just saying, get out there and do it. You're not going to find them in your house. You're not going to find them on an app. You possibly could find them on an app. But this is just saying to get outside of your comfort zone. Get outside of your comfort zone and push yourself in creative ways. Think of creative ways to seek out a partner. And then the next card I got is the Sun, which is a card of joy and illumination. And this is the goal. It's illumination in that it's you're looking, and it's similar to the Hangman card, is like you seeing things for what they truly are, not for what you want them to be, but they truly are, and working with what is and not what you think should be or ought to be or was or will be. Just finding joy in the moment, if that makes sense. And then I pulled from the Sacred Rebels, Dream a Beautiful Dream. Now, this is the other side of the coin. Not only should you go out and do, you also need to have a vision in mind. Like Scott said, write down who you want to be a partner with. What qualities are they going to have? What standards are you going to have for the people that you meet? And that's important too. So that's the reading I have for Kathy.
Great. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Kathy.
Yes, thank you.
All right. And Christine, thank you for your donation. You'll go next. And then Liz, thank you for yours. You'll go after Christine. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Joyful Journey is here. Let's say hi to Jen. Early Ritual, hello. Lois, hello. Hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. All right.
Okay.
So, Christine, is the Moldavite crystal helping me to manifest and protect my energy vampires? Wow. Okay.
No, I'm not a crystal expert. So like this is a yes or no question, and so we'll see what the cards say.
Yeah. Same here. Your first card that I got for you is the Unity card. This is the same as the Hierophant, which is traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So I think this would help you in addition to the crystal. I do think the crystal would help you. Since you have that out there and you put it out there as a protection, manifest that as a protection, but also be with like-minded people as much as possible to stay away from the energy vampires. Okay. And I think it's a combination of both. Have the crystal and have your intention. Then you have the Three of Pentacles, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So again, finding people who are like yourself and being creative as well will help you. Last one I got here for the tarot is the Four of Water. And this is the Four of Cups. This could be missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities, it says. So just be willing to be open to, different possibilities with different people. I think that is what I'm hearing. I'm going to get you an oracle here. You got the Moon card. So this could help you with shadow work. The Moon card reminds me of shadow work and all the time. Also, your intuition. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. So use your intuition to protect yourself by picking the right people to hang out with and be around, and then use the crystal as protection as well. So one more, you got the soda card. So this is thirsting for something and getting your energy levels back. So that goes perfect for energy vampires. Get your energy levels back. So this card is there for you to do that. And I think it's your guides and your angels giving you this as a gift. All right. That's what I got.
Okay, so I pulled 3 oracle cards. I originally pulled from tarot, and it just was not making any sense to me. So I just pulled from the Star Rune Oracle. And the first card I got is the rune Perthrow, Uncertainty. And I think this is just speaking to the situation you're in now. You're uncertain of what to do next. But this is an opening card. This isn't a constraining card. This is saying, look beyond what you are currently doing and see what else you could do to manage your energy and protect yourself and ground yourself. Now, I know that from previous research, obsidian is a very important crystal as far as protection goes. Like, you could put them in each one of your windows, or like north, south, east, west of your house. And that is a form of protection if you use crystals. But your next card you got is Thorazos, Wrath. And I think this is speaking to the energy vampires that are in your life. They are an energy sucking, joy and grounding and energy from you. And that can be exhausting. That can be exhausting to be around people like that, And this is also a card of boundaries. You need to have boundaries with people, and to learn to stand up for yourself if someone is crossing those boundaries, and to guard your energy wisely. You also got Kana's Inspiration. Kana's is a card of fire. It's that spark. So this is a card of just that creativity, thinking outside the box, finding inspiration in other places, see what kind of research you can do, like in energy management. I don't know how much research you've done. Maybe you've done thorough research on it. But my understanding of Moldavite is that, it can be used as protection. It's mostly emotional regulation, which is an important tool when you are dealing with, the negative energies of other people. So that's what I have for you.
That was great. Yeah. And Samantha says, isn't Moldavite from a meteorite? And I think she's right. They're very powerful. Some can't even wear it. I think she's right. All right. Craig, thank you for your super sticker. Jan, thank you for your super sticker. And questions are closed unless there is a super sticker, PayPal, or membership given. Okay. You're welcome, Christine. Thanks for the question. So next is Liz, who donated earlier. And Liz is saying she's had been very health challenged. Will I need to move back to Ohio, or am I recovering and safe in Cozumel? Well, I'm getting a little bit of both here. Let's just see what comes out when I show you the cards here. Liz, you got the Hermit. And the Hermit is time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Okay, so this almost makes me feel that you're secure where you're at. And you're okay. Just know that you have angels that are protecting you. And I think you'll be safe. But you may have that need to go on, because you've got that Eight of Cups as well, which is walking away from things that no longer resonate. So I think the Spirit is giving you a choice. I think you will be safe if you stay in Cozumel, but I think that you'll also be safe, and happy if you go back to Ohio. You did get the World card also, which is awesome. This is a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment. It's the beginning of a new phase in your life. And it says freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. So I think you have the choice, is what I'm getting. I've also got that you're leveling up. You got the graduation card and recognition and achievement, learning something new, but you're leveling up spiritually. So that's a really good thing. And then you got the key. So to me, this would mean the key to a house, maybe, or someplace where you feel safe. So it's up to you. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. That almost makes me feel like, moving to back to Ohio might be the best thing. I'm not sure. With these cards, for me, it's giving you the choice and saying you'd be okay either way. That's what I got.
Okay, so I got the Queen of Swords, and she is a woman of truth, of cold hard facts. And so you need to weigh the facts how they are. Are you safe in Cozumel? You might be happy there. It might be beautiful there. You might have friends there, but are you safe there? If your health falls short, if it starts to decline, do you have a safety net there? Or is that safety net in Ohio? Only you know that. So you got the Six of Cups. This is a card of childhood, of relationships, that you feel good relationships. So I don't know where your family is. Do you have family in Cozumel? Do you have family in Ohio? And do you trust that family? Do you have like a child in Ohio who would be able to be trusted with your care? Because it's growing older and having health challenges, it can be scary and it can decline. Like you might be fine. You might like get through this, whatever your health challenges are, and be able to just stay stable and coast. I don't know. I don't know what your health challenges are. And I'm not a doctor. I certainly can't, predict that. Jackie says her son is in Ohio. Okay. Yeah. So I would say this card is saying, consider Ohio, just for safety purposes. If your health does decline rapidly, or, maybe when your health starts to decline rapidly, moving to Ohio is the most rational choice. But you need to decide for yourself. Like this is an investment card. We got the Seven of Pentacles. And this is, look where your investments are, not just financial investments, but your energy investments. How many roots have you planted in Cozumel? Do you have a medical team? Do you have, all that stuff, all the ins and outs, the crossed T's, the dotted I's? Is that all in Cozumel? If it's not, then maybe moving to Ohio is your best option to receive the care that you need. If there's no one in Ohio that you trust for your care, and you have that foundation in Cozumel, then maybe Cozumel is the best. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. I'm just giving you insights into how to make the decision. So, and then you also got the Owl card, and it's a wisdom card. And it says, in the dark, I trust the power of my inner wisdom to guide me and overcome obstacles. So, I think this card is saying, like, just think about it. Think if worst came to worst, where would you be safest? Where would you be healthiest? Where would you be provided for the best? And I think there you would have your answer. So that's the reading I have, and I hope some of that rings true.
All right. Thank you, Liz. That was a great reading too, Kristen.
Oh, thank you.
And Liz, I agree with everything Kristen said. So just And if you're still unsure, ask your guides. Ask your guides to help you. All right, Jan's Free is here with a general reading, okay, and donated. So thank you, Jan. All right. Well, the first card you got, Jan, is the Empress. So it looks like, creativity is, booming for you. And you could, this would be a good time to start something that you haven't done for a while or never done and try. And this is also the self-care card. And then you're able to help others once you take care of yourself. But she definitely takes care of herself. Usually is pregnant with possibilities, as we say. It doesn't mean that you're pregnant. It just means that you're pregnant with possibilities of creative things that you can do. And then you got the Five of Swords or Five of Michael in this deck, and is saying that there's a situation that doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So it looks like something needs to change a little bit, and you just need to do some work with your angels to figure out what that is if it doesn't come right to you. You need to change something in your approach. Okay? And then you got the New Beginnings card. This is the Judgment card. Okay? And it's like a wake-up call. And it's finding your life purpose is what I always call this card, is the life purpose card or the wake-up card. And it's starting something new or finding your life purpose in everything that you do. Okay? And then you got Unity. It says a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So that's pretty awesome. You just attract it. So this is a time of understanding and renewal and peace for you. And then the last card I got for you is the Alien card. So this could be feeling alienated or lonely in your life. This could have a little bit to do with the situation that doesn't serve you. So release your attachments to the outcome, and also don't feel like you don't fit in. I feel like I don't fit in all the time, and I know that most of us, I know Kristen's talked to me about it. I've had lots of people that are in the chat that talk about it, that they feel alienated. They feel, lonely without our group. And the reason why is we are different. We are different. And it's okay. It's a good different. So it's okay to feel lonely at times and like you don't know what you're doing. Just trust in your angels and your guides. And do your life purpose in everything that you do. If your life purpose is to make yourself happy, do something that makes yourself happy with everything that you do. And you'll see that spill over into making other people happy as well.
Okay, so I pulled 3 cards. I pulled a card to what to release, what to embrace, and what to invite in. And so what to release is you got the 10 of Swords, and you see a man or woman, someone on the ground with 10 swords in their back. And this is a card of intense anguish, but it's at the end of the anguish. And so I think this is the saying, let go of past mistakes. I don't know if there's anything that either you've made mistakes or someone else has made mistakes that you've been ruminating on. This is saying, if there's anything that's holding you back, it's time to sort of process that and let it go. And what to embrace. You got the 9 of Pentacles. And I think that what this is saying is embrace what you can achieve and what you have achieved. And to offer yourself a pat on the back for that. And that is like through legitimate, pathways of care for yourself and babying yourself. And to that recognition, allow yourself that recognition of what you've achieved. And so this is what it's saying, embrace that achievement in you. Okay, and then for what to invite in. Sorry. Got the Page of Pentacles. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is a beginner card. This is a seed card. This is a curiosity card. So similar to what Scott was saying, I think this is saying, go after, see how he's looking at the coin. It's saying go after what feeds you. Go after something industrious that is going to bring life into your existence. Something to feed your passion. And so I think that is what you need to invite in, is to sort of keep your eyes open for those moments of joy, those things that can bring you joy, and to start researching. If you don't know what's going to bring you joy, start the research, put some investment into yourself. So I also got from the Lilith Oracle, Lilith in Pisces, Dreamer. So I think this just reiterates that message. It says, I'm sensitive and creative, deeply connected to the energies of the earth and the cosmos. And I think this is saying, just dig deep, center yourself. You have gifts. You have gifts that are untapped. And I think this is just calling you to take note of that. You have had successes that have been unnoticed. And there's some work for you to do to really say, look, I'm a badass, and to really claim that, claim what you've achieved, and to really invest in yourself and your happiness and your joy. So that's the reading that I have for you. I hope some of that made sense.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Jan.
Yeah, thank you.
And Tarot Stash is here. Hi, Gerald.
Hi.
And up next is Craig. Okay. May I have a Clara message? Feeling a little quiet today. All right. And you know who Clara is, right?
I know that I think she's a spirit guide who was an actress.
Yes, exactly okay. Right. Yeah, his main guide.
Okay. You're welcome, Jan's free.
You're welcome, Jan. Okay. So the first one I got is the 5 of Fire. This is the 5 of Wands, and it's got the Ram, and it says occasionally you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. So I believe this is just a saying that you're stronger than other people who are causing conflicts in your life, and you don't have to be around those people. Is, minimize the conflict and then step away. It's always best to, or usually best to, walk away from a situation with intense conflict, unless you can solve it right there, and do some deep breaths, decide what you want to say out of love, and then come back and handle it. I think that Clara is again telling you that you are a leader with the Emperor card. So don't be afraid to take the leadership role, is what it says. So you are a leader. You're not meant to be here to follow. You're meant to lead. So she wants you to know that. And this is focusing on the negative or worrying about different things, your money or career. I know you're not working, you're retired. So this could be, just feeling a little bit lonely. You don't have to feel lonely because you've got Clara there with you. You've got your mom with you, in spirit. And you're one of a kind. You're a different kind of a breed. And that's, like I was saying earlier, we are all different. And the more different you are, the more special you are, I think. So it's good to be different, and just continue to fill yourself with things that make you happy. So if that's being with Clara and being with your mom, or just being with Clara, then that's what she wants for you. Celebrations. All right, you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. So have celebrations. And then you got the puzzle piece. There might be a challenge or a problem that you need to solve, but that could come with this Five of Fire here. And like I said, the best thing to do is step back, take a breath, and then decide what you need to do. If you need to detach, disconnect, or if you need to solve the problem and go about it with love. So I think that kind of goes with the Five of Wands. So that's what I got for you, Craig.
Hi, Craig. So the first card I got is, I think Clara is coming through loud and clear. I think you got the Queen of Swords, and I think this is her just noting, the Queen of Swords can feel a bit distant. She could be a bit, removed from a situation. But that doesn't mean that she's not present. That doesn't mean that she's not guiding you. That doesn't mean that she doesn't care. It just means that sometimes she's going to take a step back and, let you do you. And so I think this is just her giving a nod, say, I'm here, don't worry about it. The message that I hear coming through, you have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is about, making those hard choices to do what's emotionally fulfilling for you, to leave behind what's no longer emotionally fulfilling for you and go after what is, which takes a lot of courage, because there's so much uncertainty, when you're moving towards the unknown. But this is saying, like, you have the courage. She's telling you have the courage. If you wanted to take a different path, in some area of your life, and you're, holding back, I think she's saying, go for it with gusto. You got this. And she's got your back, So I don't know if this rings true for you, if there's anything, that's just been weighing on you. And it could be a thought form. It could be, a trauma. It could be, anything like that. That's just been sort of weighing you down. It's saying it's time to release that and go to something that's healthier for you. And then you got the Four of Swords, and this is a card of rest. She's saying, chill out, like, you are retired. So I don't know what your your schedule is like. But this could be saying, it's time to, rest. And it might not be physical. Like it might not be telling you to stop being physical. It might be saying, it's a mental rest, because it is the swords suit, and the sword suit is about the mind. And so it's saying there's something going on in your mind that's sort of you're ruminating about. And this is saying, take a rest from that. Just take a pause from that. Because it's not doing you well. So from the Christ of your soul, Oracle, I got inhibiting comfort zone. I am courageous and ready to move forward. So I think this just reiterates what I think that she's trying to say through these cards. And then from the Star Rune Oracle, I got the rune Gabo, which is reciprocity. And this is a give and take card. Maybe she wants some flowers, I mean, only you would know her. I don't know her. So maybe she's saying, giving you a nudge, say like, I want a little gift, it's because she's been there for you. And I'm sure, and I know that you give her gifts, and visit her and take time with her. But this might be saying like she wants a little something else, maybe. But that's the message that I got. So I hope some of this rang true for you.
That was great. Thank you. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, next up, I believe Nia is new to the channel, so I'll go ahead and take this one. Nia, Jackie was right. It's usually a $3 donation, but since you're new, I'm going to go ahead and move you to the front, but just so you know for future times as well. Jackie was right. All right, so will my ex work bully get their karma?
That's a third-party question.
It is a third-party question. We can look at the overall, and if that's okay with Kristen, we'll look at the overall energy of the situation.
Yeah.
And what your higher self is saying at this time.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, Nia. Thank you for your understanding. Oh, you got the King of Winter or King of Swords. And this king is unemotional. So the best thing that you can do is, I believe, control your emotions and don't let this person get to you at all. If you can do that. I know that's easier said than done, isn't it? So you just feel so hurt and upset. Yeah. I've been in that situation before. It's not fun at all. The more control that you can have over your emotions and the more non-responsive you are, I think the better it will get. You did get the Page of Spring or Princess of Spring as well, which is the Page of Wands. And it's saying it's time to go after your dreams and do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. In other words, let go of the things that are holding you back. Let go of this person that is holding you back. I'm going to stop. I've got one more card for the tarot, but I just want to say, if it gets to the point where you can't do this, then go to your boss. Go to your boss and let them know what's going on, that you need to be moved, or want to go to a different department because of it, or something that can help you. You don't have to sit there and take it and be having these feelings of being hurt and upset all the time. That's not what Source wants us to do. So finding a resolve for it. And if it's not through your boss, you can always go to the next level and go to HR. So I just wanted to throw that in there. You also got the Two of Summer. This is the Two of Cups. And this can be forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. It says, don't give up. Okay, don't give up. So keep going. You will rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So I think that it's going to get better for you. I really do. And then, yeah, you're fragmented right now. You're not able to even be yourself because of what's going on. So in order to be whole again, you have to take the action to make sure that this is not going to be something that holds you back. Instead, I wouldn't confront the bully at all. I would just go straight to your boss, and I'm sure you probably have said something to them before, but bullies usually don't change. So boss or HR is what I've got. And I'll let Kristen go next to see what she's got to say.
So I got the Page of Wands for the first card, and this is a very fiery card. This is, that early rising of just passion and fire, and this could be, the pages are not exceptionally emotionally regulated. So this might be, signifying the bully, someone who's emotionally immature. I don't know if I bleeped out there, but if I did, it signifies someone who's emotionally immature. And so I think that's signifying her. And then signifying you, you got the World card, and the World card is about, you've leveled up, you're moving on, you're working on yourself. Because the only thing you have control over right now is working on yourself and becoming, the badass person that she was trying to convince you that you weren't. And that's all you have control over is who you are, what you're doing, and the best revenge is living your best life. That's the best revenge you can get on this woman. Or they say, she didn't say the gender. So the next card I got is the Three of Cups, and this is a card of celebration and friendship. Are there friends that you can turn to? Is there someone that you can turn to for support, to listen to you as you process and get over, and move past what happened? I understand the desire for revenge. I get it. I totally get it. And wanting the universe to sort of take it out on this person. And I don't know how it works, to be honest. I don't know how karma works, but she may not become the better person. She may not experience anything that opens her eyes completely. She may always be a bully, and bullies are not the happiest of people. They're not the most emotionally developed of people. They're not the most well-rounded of people. They have issues, they have more issues than National Geographic. And that's their issue to deal with, and to deal with the ramifications of it. You got two cards of leaving things behind. You got the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Now, both these cards are about leaving things behind. The cups is about emotionally. Is it emotionally serving you to ruminate about this person? Is it emotionally serving you to fixate on this person? Probably not. You need to feel anger. That's okay. That's healthy. It's healthy to be angry. Like, you have a right to be angry. But there's a time to sort of compartmentalize that anger and start moving ahead of the anger, so that that anger isn't weighing you down so much. And you got the Six of Swords, and this is an intellectual moving on. This is making the rational choice, saying, this is not serving me. This is not the most rational choice, and I'm going to move on to better shores. I'm going to move my life on from that past. And then I pulled from the Star Rune Oracle, and I got Algies, the rune Algies, Invocation. And I think what this is saying is sort of invoke your higher strength, your power, your badassness. This is saying, you have within your power to move on and to be the better person. And I'm not saying that, like, being the better person means that you don't hold anger. Like, I mean, there's people I've been angry at for years, but there's a time and a place for that anger. There's a healthy way to process that anger. There's a healthy way to use that anger, to your betterment. So to harness that anger to your betterment. And ruminating and going over all the things that this person said and did to you, it's not serving you. Yeah. Let's see. Ex-work bully, I think Nia has moved on. Yeah, like physically they must be apart. They must not be together. So they might not be in the same workplace anymore. But emotionally, she's still stuck, and right. Might be stuck for a little while. But the goal is to move on and to be the best of you that you can be, and that's really all you can do in this situation.
Yeah.
So that's what I have.
Yeah, I agree completely. That's what I got too. Yes, physically apart, but emotionally angry. Yeah. So
you have a right. You have every right to your anger. Every right.
Thank you, Nia. I know that wasn't easy to have to ask. So, and Jackie says, cut the cord. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if you do spell work or manifestation work, there's cord cutting spells that you can do, like rituals. There's cord cutting rituals that you can do that might help you, start processing that and give you something physical to do in order to start that cutting of the cord process. So I'm sure if you Google cord cutting ritual, you'll find something. So I'm sorry that you've been through that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Lots of love and light to you, Nia.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to check in with Kristen. How are you doing?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing okay. I could probably go another 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good to me. We're going to go to Crystal Ray next. Crystal, are you here? And you're welcome, Nia.
General.
Crystal, are you here? Okay, I'm not seeing Crystal, so.
Okay.
Let's go to Lori. Lori, are you still here? I believe I see Lori there. Lori, if you could say hi for me. Lori's here. All right. We'll do Lori's. Can I get a reading? Am I headed in the right direction for my learning, healing energy, etc.? Any guidance? Wow, I am just blown away, Lori, by your cards. Blown away. So you're talking about learning. This is learning. This is a new perspective. This is the Hangman. So pause, perspective, selfishness, selflessness. This is what you're doing right now. You're in the right direction by learning, and that's a yes. You are headed in the right direction. This is, it's pointing right to it and telling you yes, you're going in the right direction. Then you ask about healing, and I got the star.
Oh.
This is the healing card. It's the healing card. So inspiration, fulfillment, faith, and this is for you to just do the healing energy for yourself and keep doing that for other people if you are as well, because I think that other people need to hear that and need to have that in their life. You're healing. So I feel like you're a natural healer. And then you got the 3 of water. This is the celebration card, the 3 of cups, like Kristen got in her previous read. Celebration, community, friendships. Yeah, so any guidance is just to celebrate the changes that you're having with the butterflies here. They celebrate, and yes, you're headed in the right direction. You got the eagle. It says you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. And so, right direction. And then you got the theater mask, and this can be good and bad experiences. It can also be that somebody is being two-faced to you. So just kind of look out for the people in your spiritual, realm, and make sure everybody is who they say they are. And, nobody's creating anything unnecessary conflict. But that's what I got for you. I think it's awesome that the cards are mimicking exactly what you asked. So it's a heck yeah. That's what I got.
Yes. Okay. So the first card I pulled was a rune card, and I got Rido, the quest. So I think this is just affirming that you are on a journey. You're riding towards that quest, like you're like that knight that is looking for the grail, and you are on your path. I think this is affirming it. This is a heck yes, that you are on your path. You got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is the master of the sword suit. So they are the ones who are rational and make the hard choices for themselves. And I think this is affirming that yes, like you are making hard choices for your own development, so that you can level up, And so it's difficult. It could be a difficult journey. There's going to be bumps in the road and challenges and times when you feel completely lost. But I think this is saying that you got a good head on your shoulders. I think that's what it's saying. And then you got the 7 of Cups. Now, this is a card of many choices, many emotionally fulfilling choices. You know, like you basically have all these cups in the sky, and they are there for your taking. There, you have all these doors opening for you, I should say, and behind each of these doors is something, you know, that is going to feed your soul. And you have to decide which doors you're going to open. And, you know, because you can't open all of them. Maybe you can. I don't know. I couldn't myself. But sort of have that discernment as for what is best for you, and sort of walk through those doors, having that courage to walk through those doors. And then you got the seven, another seven, Seven of Pentacles, and this is a card of investment and patience. This is a card of, you know, watching what you've planted grow, and what you are planting is growing, and you got to keep planting. You have to keep sowing the seeds. You have to keep weeding out the area. You have to take care of your plot of land, you know, your metaphorical plot of land, you know, and keep nourishing it. Or else it can wilt, you know, it can fade away if you don't continue to nourish it. And I also pulled another rune card, and you got Uru's sovereignty. And I think this is just saying, like, you're a badass bitch. That's what this is saying. The Uru's rune is a rune of strength, of power, of raw power. And I think this is saying, like, you are stepping into your own. And I think that this is just an awesome affirmation to close out the reading. So that's the reading I got for you. I hope some of that rang true.
All right. Thank you, Lori. Appreciate your question. Yep, so keep learning. You got it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and even though questions have been closed, I'm going to take Joy's, since I believe Joy is new. So Joy will take your question here, and then that will probably wrap us up. ZNAP, thank you for your donation. It is equivalent of $3 to go through to ahead of everybody else. So, but thank you. Joy wants to know, what are the Cancer next actions towards me in the next few weeks ahead? Will I hear from him? That's a third party question, I believe. Mm-hmm. But we can look at the overall. It's a little bit hard to answer third party questions, but I know you're new, so we will do our best. So hold on one second. Okay. So yeah, we'll look at the overall energy here for you, Joy. Okay. You got the Ace of Wands, which is an amazing opportunity. So right now is the time for you to take action. As far as their actions, I can't tell that because I don't have their permission, you know, for them not being here. But it says do what you're passionate about. So it looks like if you're asking this question, then you are passionate about them. And so I would say be courageous and be bold and let them know. Before you do that, you may want to do some shadow work and just listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Don't worry about it. Instead, let go of your fears, and then you'll be able to be bold and courageous and optimistic and be able to go up to the Cancer and let them know, maybe how you feel. Because then you got the Lover's card. So, Lover's card is to embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships, make choices from the heart, um, vibrant health or recovery from illness. But I'm thinking it's more an intimate friendship that you have going on. So, I think that that's what this is. Just make sure that you're being friends first before you get into a relationship. So I'm not sure if it is a relationship or not yet, like a passionate one. But I think that you should be the one that takes the action so that you do hear from him. That's what I got. Let me get you an oracle card too. Oh, you got the luck card. That's awesome. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. And the crown card, success and victory. So I got all good cards for you. So you just need to be courageous and be bold and be the one that steps out. So that's what I got.
Okay, so I got the Ace of Pentacles, and I think this is about sowing the seed. I basically I got the same reading as Scott, which is with different cards. So this is about that beginning seed of investment, and this is a card of action that you have to do. So I'm thinking that this is saying that you need to, step forward. Like I saw that you're a Leo. Leo is I believe, a fire sign, and they are more go-getters. Whereas Cancers, if this person is matching, the Cancer energy, that's a water sign. They're a bit more sensitive. So this might be saying, take the bull by the horns and let you be the one that leads in this situation. But I also got the Three of Cups, and this is a friendship card. So this might be saying, seek this person out as a friend first. Don't get your emotions all, worked up saying, oh, this has got to be the one. It's got to be the one. It's got to be the one. No, this is a friend, approach them as you would a friend. And maybe that will help your nerves a bit, because it takes a lot of courage, to step out and risk that rejection. I know that that's a horrible feeling, to be rejected, and we want to avoid it at all costs. But the cards are saying that you need to step outside of your comfort zone. So you got the Sun card, which is a great card. This is a card of joy and, seeking joy and seeking illumination. And so I think this is just sort of that nudge to say, like, seek your happiness. What will make you happiest? And so sort of follow that path of what would make you truly happy. You got the Sacred Fool from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. And I think this is saying, don't be afraid to play the fool. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. It's just reiterating, there's always that kernel of possibility of rejection, of the person not being, the one, or a one, and so I think this is just saying, be willing to be the fool. You only live once and life is short. So be the fool. And the last card you got is negative free will. And it's my free will helps me create my well-being. So it's about your choices. What are you going to do in this situation? Are you just going to sit there and wait for this person to come to you? Or are you going to go to them? And that's completely in your court. That's completely up to you, up to your will, whether you are willing to make that risk. So yeah, that's the reading I got for you. I hope some of that helped. I know it might not be what someone wants to hear, but
Okay, thank you, Kristen. Do we have time for one more?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We've got Znab. And
Hmm.
Znab, thank you for adding to your donation. I appreciate you doing that. This is a third party question as well. We don't do third parties, so what we can do is look at the overall energy like we just did for Joy. So if that'll be okay, we will do that. And can you give me an initial or a first name or something about this person?
I think his name
Yeah.
is Gerard. Gerard's current feelings and
Oh,
intentions.
Gerard is the name. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the third party is in reading on anyone who is not here.
Yeah, it's basically reading on someone who hasn't given their consent to be read on.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, that's the name. All right, Znab. All right, we're going to read for you. So let me get my cards out. So the first card you got is the Empress. And the Empress is asking you to have self-love and self-care before you have love for someone else. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself and treating yourself with kindness, gentleness, all those things that make the strength card up. Make sure you're treating yourself that way as well. And then you can treat others that way. Then you can treat Gerard that way. But this is saying for you to take care of you first. And there's something that needs to be taken care of. And then you got the Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is learning all there is about a topic. Skilled work is rewarded. So this is your hard work coming to fruition. So if you do the self-care and the self-love, then I believe that it's going to come back to you. And this might be the person that is going to come into your life. Then I got the Two of Pentacles. Too much going on at once. And I kind of feel this from your aura. And we just need to breathe and, to make a decision and decide to go for it or not. So, as far as waiting for somebody else and what they're going to do, I'm not sure, but consider a more playful approach, it says. So, I like that for you. I like that a lot. Consider a more playful approach and just use your time with love. And then you got abundance. So, this is really good for you. Lucky item or lucky times are ahead for you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So that's awesome. You got that. And you got the Lion. I was just talking about strength. This is the strength that you have on the inside, not on the outside. So this is gentleness, kindness, tenderness, patience, all those things that you have inside of you that you need to use for yourself and then use for Gerard. So it's you first and then them. Okay. And that's what I got for you. Here's Kristen.
Okay. It's like these ones are always challenging for me because the
Me too.
person's not here, so I can't really say what their current feelings are and their intentions or next move. So I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's just I can't read on that. But with the situation, I got the Hanged Man for you. And this is a card of looking at things from a different perspective, but also just pausing. You know, you're just you're hanging there waiting. You're just dangling. You know, and you're on that string, and you're just like sitting on the edge of your seat, so to speak. You know, waiting for this Gerard to move forward with a relationship that like you are seeking, that you're hoping for. So that's you in this situation. And then I got Knight of Swords, and this is the energy that you're feeling from Gerard. And you see this sword that's like up in front of the guy's face, and he's very guarded. You don't know what his heart is saying. He's not giving away his secrets. He's not wearing his heart on his sleeve like the Knight of Cups would. He's sort of keeping his distance, I should say, which is, you know, it's neither here nor there. Like, it is what it is. You know, he's might be taking things slow, or he might just be a guarded person. I got the Four of Cups for the next one, and this one, it can be read as sort of being stubborn, you know, saying like there's this cup that is being presented to this person, and they're not even looking at it. And so this is an opportunity. So there are opportunities that are in your life right now that you're not noticing. It might be other people. You know, it might not just be Gerard, but it might be other people. You might have an opportunity to go to Gerard yourself and say, what are your current feelings and intentions? And what's going to be your next move towards me? You know, it's very difficult to do. That's because it risks, you know, scaring them off or being rejected. But I'm wondering if that's what this card is saying, is like, take that cup, you know, and you know, be active in this process. And the last card that I got is New Birth, guarded vigilantly. And I think this is just talking about like the earliness, you know, how early this is in your relationship with Gerard, whatever that relationship ends up being. And so you have to be cautious, you have to guard your heart, because you just don't know at this point. So just have that balance between guarding your heart, so you don't get too hurt, but also being able to have it open enough that you make the first move and see what Gerard is about. You know, ask him. You know, what are you feeling? Well, how are you feeling about us? You know, where are we going? Like, what's going on here? You know, and that could be done face to face. It could be done in text, you know, whichever, you know, you prefer. But yeah, that's the reading I got. And I'm sorry that I can't specifically say exactly what he's feeling and his intentions. My apologies on that.
Yeah. So Zenab, thank you for being here. I know you're new, so thank you for understanding and being patient with us. And it's a learning process, so I get it. But I wanted to thank everybody for being here, and I appreciate all of you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Kristen, thank you so much for doing the live with me. It's been great as always.
Yeah, this is great. We got to do it again.
Yes, and thank you all the moderators, Jackie especially, for helping out. I appreciate that. And just everybody, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.